Hi everyone, it's Sonia. So this week seems to be a feet week, and then of course, because I had this in my mind to do this video, the clients that have come in have had feet stuff. It's always just interesting how these patterns happen. So pain, sometimes there could be something really wrong, but sometimes pain is just tightness that we don't realize that we had. And so I just kind of wanted to show you some strategies of professional things that you can use that are a little bit more expensive, like $60, and then things that you can try to do at home. So our feet are so important. I don't understand why we don't realize how important our feet are. I mean, if you were to build like a Lego tower, any tower, if you don't have a good base, then your structure is really not going to be good. I mean, if we don't have good basements of our house isn't going to be all that well supported. And we work on our biceps and our triceps all the time, but then like our poor feet are like shoved into shoes all day, pretty shoes that are uncomfortable shoes, and then we don't do anything for them. And then we finally get diagnosed with plantar fasciitis or a bunion, or there's bone spurs. And all of these ways are just strategies that your body feels pressure on, and then it tries to protect it. And then the rest of our body, if our feet can't be our feet, then we're gonna have to get a little bit more oomph through our body in order to keep moving as much as we do. I mean, I sometimes just see, either new clients or just see people shuffling around and they're not working their feet the right way. And before you get diagnosed, there's years of stuff that you can do before. I've never had plantar fasciitis, but I do know plantar fascia, and I can go back to the specific pair of sandals that threw my foot off. And now no matter what pair of shoes I wear, this one foot has a pattern. And then what I do is after I hike, I always feel it just in that ball of the foot right here. And then I come and use these and stretch my feet out. It's sometimes in the outer part of my foot. I also go rock climbing. I put these really uncomfortable shoes and like grip my toes under. It's awful. But what I do is manage it. So if you need an orthotic, just also learn how to manage it, because you don't want to atrophy your feet too much and not train them, because otherwise the hammer toes are lack of arch, your bunions are lack of function, and so all of these things can be helped. So I apologize that you can't have my face in this video, but I am going to go on to show you some feet things that you can maybe do at home. I'm also I'm not affiliated at all with Yamuna. I've just tried a lot of different modalities out there, and these are just hands down some of the best durable. They're hard, they're the right hardness, and so there's nothing in it for me. I'm honestly, genuinely just sharing knowledge and saying that I've spent a ton of money in my studio to try to get these things, and these are things that I've seen in myself and other people. So this is really, truly genuine, people. All right, so let's go on with the stretching stuff first. So these are the Yamuna foot wakers. They're a little prickly. When you initially start on them, they might feel a little prickly, but then what you just do is you can roll through the outside of the feet. You really want to move through the feet more. A lot of people don't move their ankle and they move their hips, but you really want to restore the ankle. I've talked to a couple people about shifting your ankle back to try to not have it shift forward, and so as you do this, you could use your finger as you drop forward and back. Also, then the foot savers are a lot harder and they get into a more specific spot. So then I would work people onto these, not necessarily in the same day, but then you can kind of step around and work your way up your feet and sink into it. And it's always interesting how long it takes for your feet to release, especially if you're a more active person. The heel is a huge thing for plantar fasciitis. The plantar fascia connects to the heel, and so here you can really get in even more. She is on here, Yamuna Body Rolling. You can look her up, and she does videos. She is crazy with how many ideas that she has. It's really, really remarkable. It's so much better than a hard roller. All right, so these are the things, the Yamuna stuff, Yamuna. But what you can do is I just have a bouncy ball. It's a regular bouncy ball. I don't know, it's maybe about an inch. And then you can do the same sort of thing and come up and down. You can put pressure on and off. You can roll it on the outside of the feet. The only thing is that it moves a lot. So you could do it on carpet or a mat. The black things you can kind of really dig into. This is a more specific spot getting deeper in the feet, so it feels good. And then this is just 2 tennis balls taped together with duct tape. And so you can put as much pressure as you want in. This is something that you might have at home. I just like this because then you can get really into the sides of the feet if that's what bothers you. You can also then just come right into the arch and, you know, hold on to something as you really push in there. But even if you just have a single tennis ball, you can come and stand on them and really put weight on. You can also use this in your neck, which is the interesting thing. Also, a frozen water bottle. I don't have one, so I didn't bring it here. So that's all the stretching. Now the strengthening. I did this on my story. This is a foot corrector. Then you can learn how to push it down and start to strengthen your arch and strengthen your toes. You could put your toes on it. You could put your heel on it. Now this gets a little bit more expensive. This is like $175, so I don't know too many people who would necessarily get this unless you've tried it. But it's also a good way to also stretch your feet and kind of play on. So what you can do, but it's not as beneficial, is then try to pick up a pencil with your toes. But you can also do this with a face cloth or a piece of paper because you're pretty much just trying to strengthen, as I lose my balance, strengthen your arch here. Because the stronger your arch is, the better you're going to be able to use abdominals, the better you're going to be using your butt, and then holistically your whole body works more. So when you work your feet, here are some options. If you have any questions, let me know. And then in my group, I am going to do this a little bit more with more specifics. So if anyone has any question, I have the group of natural pain relief because I feel like we could all do something for our body and get out of our thinking brain and just be present with our body. So hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching.